Well, after a humiliating effort last week against the Browns and mystery all week about who would be under center in Chicago, the Bears managed to beat the Detroit Lions with Justin Fields at quarterback. So no touchdown passes for Fields, but he did lead 4 scoring drives. So was last week a blip? Was this week more about playing the Lions, or is the truth somewhere in the middle, AJ?
Oh, it's 100% this was about playing the Lions. It always is in the NFC North. Look, I'll admit the Bears defense did look decent in this one, but I don't think any team that beats the Lions this year should feel overly confident about turning their season around or having a good year. It won't be another 0-16 season. I'm not predicting that, but it's not going to be much better. So, give the Bears credit. They played decently. Justin Fields did have a solid game, but I wouldn't get too hyped here either because you are playing the Lions, and that's unfortunately just the nature of going up against Detroit.
Geoff, do you agree?
I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do. Give Matt Nagy a little credit. He is very good at beating up on these weaker teams. And look, he's gotten the Bears to the playoffs twice because he doesn't lose these games. His game plan around playing the Lions is play slow, don't make mistakes, beat them where they're weak against the run, pound David Montgomery, keep the mistakes to Justin Field limited because he's only going to throw 17 times, and make some pretty good game plans around the short passing game. He did all that last week, and they hit on a couple big plays, and look, they beat the Lions. Great. But they're very good at doing that, and yeah, you have to give Matt Nagy a little bit of credit because if they win those games, they give themselves a chance. The problem is when they play the Clevelands of the world, that game plan goes out the window because it doesn't work. You can't bully teams like Cleveland around, and Matt Nagy doesn't know how to get his quarterbacks like Justin Fields the most out of them. So will you see this team regress when they play a good team again? Yeah, probably. It was an okay game for Justin Fields. Good passes, like yards per attempt and everything like that. He only threw the ball 17 times, but at least you like to see that. The real test will come when they play a good team again, and I'm not convinced you're going to see anything different than what happened the last time when they played Cleveland.
Pearce, do you want to give Matt Nagy a little credit here?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't at all. They beat a team that's not very good, and against a good team, as these guys mentioned, the Browns, they struggled last week. On Sunday, Kirk Cousins struggled against the Browns as well. I'm sure Geoff loved every minute of that. But the biggest takeaway for me with Fields is he's not going to be the dual threat quarterback that we're expecting. Maybe he could be, but it looks like he's more of the deep passer that Geoff kind of alluded to the last couple of weeks. And we could see some big plays, but other than that, I don't think he should be anywhere near our fantasy radar unless he proves that he's going to run the ball on the ground and that they can beat average teams, which I don't think they've answered any of those questions.